Green flag back in the air. 2 by 2, they go down the front stretch. Gregson right on the inside of that 18.
Trying to hang with him, gets a fender around in front in turn 1, but here comes Kyle flying back around the outside. Very tight formation, and they make contact in turn 2. Bell goes up the racetrack, 3 wide, bouncing off each other, and smoke off the right front of Bell as he entered the corner.
How did they get away with that? Bell's going to pay the price all the way down the backstretch. He's now getting put 3 wide. Tyler Reddick in the center. Get a little push there for Brendan Brown. Jeff Burton all the way in the bottom. He's able to clear those cars and get away with it. That was very close. Oh, we got trouble here.
All the way around goes the 86. Brandon Brown around and into the wall. And the caution will come out again. This actually is probably going to be a big break for the 20 and the 9 because there was contact between those two.
So here he is right here. He's basically by himself. Just turns in from the top lane. Probably a little higher than he's entered all day long. He's been probably running the bottom. And, you know, here at Indianapolis, that second lane could be a little bit lower on grip. Let's go on board. Christopher Bell get his vantage point from this whole situation. You see, it's out the rear bumper. Nice big push by the 86, and then he turns in.
Clear.
Just free, just spins around on him.
Around he went into the wall. And again, that brings out the 4th caution of the day.
Cole Custer had to be nerve-wracking for him, right behind the 86. You asked about the 20 and the damage.
This battle for second heating up, trying to catch Justin Allgaier, who's in the lead right now. Tyler Reddick said on the radio a moment ago, I feel like we're actually better than the 7 car, but right here on the entry of turn 1, Bagman, he said my car starts to push, can't make any moves on the 7.
And that's very clear. Right now, Reddick is in an impossible position. He's trying to go on the offense and take the lead away, while at the same time play defense and keep second from Christopher Bell. Reddick in the impossible spot as one car is in trouble in turn number 1. It's John Hunter Nemechek. The car will break loose. He'll slide up, make contact with the outside wall. Everybody takes evasive maneuvers to avoid a spinning John Hunter Nemechek, who crashes into the safer barrier in turn 1.
We saw a lot of the grass flying on the racetrack there. It looks like John Hunter Nemechek might have caught the grass, and then that got him back out onto the wall. We'll have to take another look at what happened there with the 23, but we did see him sliding up into the wall.
See him on the bottom of the racetrack. It looks like he just spins like a tire goes down, to be quite honest. I don't know if the left rear's flat. It's hard to see in the smoke, but the snap spin in the middle of the court. It spun so hard it drove the nose into the grass. Looks to me like an issue on the 23. That doesn't look like a standard spin of somebody who just loses control. We'll have to see what he has to say, but it looked like maybe a tire down for the 23 car.
So 21 laps to go, Steve.
That's what's hurting Justin Allgaier on numbers. 3 Joe Gibbs cars inside the top 5. 1 Junior Motorsports car. He's looking for a little help. Somebody to help him push him through, trying to complete some of these passes.
Yeah, right now, Justin Allgaier, Tyler Reddick, men with no country, because they've got nothing to rely on to help them get back to the front of the field. That is until Allgaier peels to the inside. Wow, what a move by Allgaier. Powers his way to the bottom of Brandon Jones, and he'll pick up position number 4.
It's the same move he used to get the lead twice from Kyle Busch. It's the turn under everyone else off of turn 1. That car just cuts so well. It's so impressive to watch him do that. Austin Cindric trying to get by here, but Brandon Jones, they end up side by side. Oh, contact! They're in the wall!
Brandon Jones sliding. He's going to hit the inside wall. Caution's going to come out. There was contact between Brandon Jones and the 22 of Austin Cindric. You see Brandon Jones with the damage to his race car. Austin Cindric is also going to have a little bit of damage as well to the 22. With just 12 laps to go now, the caution has come out. Well, they got a little bit too close here. 22 gets into the 19, and the 19 gets into the wall.
Tyler Reddick not feeling very confident. His team trying to pump him up. Listen to the radio.
We are in a good spot. We got you behind the wheel of the 2, and we're going to have around 8 or 9 laps to go, and we go green, and we're going to win this. So let's just stay focused. We're all good.
I second what Derek said.
Third that. Yeah, and we got a good chance those 2 Gibbs cars going to line up. That 7's been one of the quicker cars. He'll line up behind us.
And those two here talking about are the Joe Gibbs racing cars. Christopher Bell has the advantage of his teammate Kyle Busch pushing him on this restart. Watch the hand signals, see when they go.
And it's not just the front stretch. Turn 2, Rick. You need to get a good launch here, but you have to get off turn 2 to head down that back stretch. If you bobble down there, you're going to lose a ton of spots.
How much help will the front row get? You've got Kyle Busch behind the 20 of Christopher Bell. He puts the hand out the window to let him know he's ready to go. And right away they lock bumpers. On the outside, the 7 has already got into the back of the 2. They're side by side as they go to 1.
Here comes Reddick around the outside, getting a great shove from Justin Allgaier. Bell got one from Busch, but it's going to be Reddick that'll get the fender out in front. Side by side into 2. They make contact. Reddick and Bell hard into the outside wall. Everybody races to their inside, and just a sledgehammer shot into the safer barrier as the front 2 crash with 8 laps to go at the Brickyard.
Sorry.
So much damage between the 20 and the 2. And a big, big hit for both of those cars. Reddick, you see him moving around, taking the hose off his helmet. He's about to climb out of that car.
Tyler Reddick said on the radio, guys, sorry, I did too much right there on that restart.
It's that area of the track I talked about. Accelerating on the front stretch is one thing, but you know between turns 1 and 2, you have to be perfect. Your momentum off turn 2 is where the pass was going to happen, somewhere on the back stretch. Reddick knew he had to be on the door of that 20, had to somehow pin him down, side by side, heading down into turn 1. They are connected, and the 20 wiggles. I don't think really Reddick did anything wrong, nor did Christopher Bell that was actually into turn 2. He tries to get on the door of the 20, which is, I think, what Reddick has to do. That's how you win the race. And Christopher Bell stays in the gas because that's what he has to do. And it's just not enough grip in the 20 car. You see the wiggles as he goes up the racetrack. Guess what? Reddick's there. So Reddick may have said on the radio that he took responsibility. I don't blame him at all. I'm blaming the 20, but it's not like he meant to. He just lost control of his car down there at the bottom.
Really very similar to what we saw a little bit ago with Austin Cindric and Brandon Jones, right? Car on the outside, kind of takes the air off the car on the inside, and car on the inside loses grip. That's what's going to happen. Early in the race, we didn't see this because the checkered flag wasn't getting ready to fall. Now the intensity's picking up. Nobody's going to lift.
Correct.
Man, that's a hard hit.
Guys, just to add on to that, one thing to remember is that Christopher Bell was struggling with that tight condition. They loosened that car up a ton. So,
and you saw the two drivers disappointed as they should be, but not mad at one another. They knew they both had the same thing. They saw a trophy. Out the window, what they see, they saw a trophy, and they knew to get to that trophy, the guy beside you is your biggest competitor. That actually is why you should watch. That's why we're fans.
That's
because at that moment, there was no teams, there was no points, there was no playoffs. It was at the historic Brickyard, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the chance to kiss the bricks, and they drove off into turn 2 saying, my way to kiss the bricks is beating you.
Let's listen into the radio of Tyler Reddick. This is after the accident happened.
You're trying to win, but that's what you got to do.
That was Richard Childress. So car owner really letting him know that's what we needed. We wanted you to be as aggressive as you could because to win, you're going to have to